welcome for another session of Off the Cuff. Last session we talked about digital workers in general terms. Let's take a look at the difference between digital workers and humanoid robots. In the work that we've been doing over the last few years in partnership with a few of the humanoid robotic companies, one of the challenges that continues to plague the humanoid robotic industry is the fact that once a humanoid robot has been designed, the actual prototyping, and once the prototyping's been done, the production runs for humanoid robots tends to be anywhere between 12 and 18 months. The complexity, pneumatics, hydraulics, electronics, microsensors, taking a look at facial expressions, using a variety of natural language processing, cameras in the eyes for facial recognition. There are all kinds of complex technologies in a humanoid robot. And while we celebrate the use of that technology, we're still facing the problem with humanoid robots of lengthy delays and limited production runs. So for example, we were talking with one organization that had expressed an interest in having a humanoid robot in several of their retail banking operations. And when we took a look at the production schedule and the manufacturing schedule and the quality control that would be required to design, build, implement, and test these robots, we found basically, because of the large scale that this organization would require, that the humanoid robots were really off the table. Not that they will be forever. I know there's a lot of work and progress being made in speeding up the manufacturing cycles. However, having said that, in the interim, we're seeing a lot of organizations use digital workers without the humanoid form, simply a digital persona, if you will, where we can superimpose a two or even a three-dimensional face on an interface with humans, controlling the light and how things are displayed on the screen. But essentially the intelligence behind that digital worker is built by first understanding the process, the workflow, using work breakdown structure, process, activity, task, taking a look at coding that, and then replicating that with a variety of technologies so that an electronic set of data can be presented to the digital robot. The robot can interpret that data. It could be structured data, unstructured, semi-structured. It could be behavioral data, and use that data as input to the process that's already been established for the digital worker. The benefit in moving from a humanoid robot to a digital worker is that essentially we have a situation where the production schedule and the scalability of that solution can be significantly larger by using digital workers. Let me give you a quick example. In one situation, we were looking again at working at this retail bank. The challenge there was the production schedule for the robots. Alternatively, we could take that same workflow and parse it over to a digital worker, code with the ML and the AI, put a wrapper on it, make it look presentable, or be totally invisible, be a presence within a system, but not necessarily with a humanoid interface. And we were able to take a look at scaling that operations and could literally code the digital worker so we had a performing digital worker that met all of the criteria of success for the job, could significantly increase its productivity compared to humans, again working 24 hours a day, not just 2 to 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days of the year. So the scalability of digital workers is massively better than what's currently going on in humanoid robots. And what we're seeing are more and more organizations initially using digital workers for back office automation. So, for example, mortgage applications, loan applications, in some instances healthcare, patient intake, and so on. These are just some of the many, many examples where digital workers can be used and are a very real and viable solution compared to humanoid robots. Something to think about.